everybody, it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell. And anytime you do that, you'll be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And we hope that you'll leave a comment on the comment section. Tell us what you think. And you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And of course, you can follow us there, send us an inbox, even comment on the things you see there if you like. And also, you can email us. It's paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, send us an email and ask us how we can do that, and we'll show you how. And we love fan mail as well, so if you're just a fan and you want to talk to us, go ahead and send us an email and we'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Bradford, Ontario, Canada today, we have Cori Coulas. And I think you're really going to like him. He's very awesome, and the song at the end is obviously awesome as always. And we'll get to that in a second, but first here's a quick word from Galtar, the guitar that's made specifically for women. And we'll be right back. We'll be right back right after this, so don't go away.
Ready in 5.
Darling, when nothing else seems to match up. Galtar, the musical apparel that fits any outfit. Galtar, bringing heaven to earth, one gal at a time. GaltarHeaven.com.
Okay, we're back from commercial, and with us from Bradford, Ontario, Canada, we have Cori Coulas today. Thanks for joining us, Cori.
No problem, Paul. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad that you're here today. I think we had a couple of setbacks, but not very many, but at least we're here now, I guess.
The whole time zone thing really kind of messed us up.
Exactly. So tell us about how it all began for you. I mean, I'm sure you always wanted to sing since you were little. Maybe it goes deeper than that. Go ahead and tell us, everybody, about that.
Yeah, actually, musically, I began around the age of 6 or 7. My dad and my mom and a few uncles and cousins actually had a band growing up when I was around 6 years old. And that's when my dad started teaching me how to the chords on the guitar and stuff. And he used to take me out to the dances and stuff like that. So I'd get up and sing, not play the guitar or anything at that point, but he would take me out and I would, sing 1 or 2 songs a night on a Saturday night. And just it kind of grew from there. Up until I played with our family band right up until I was 19 when I left home.
Well, that's great. I hope you got many years ahead of you there, Cori.
Well, thank you.
Well, tell everybody about the influences. I mean, I'm sure all the legends come to mind, but tell us some of the artists that influenced you to become the artist you are now.
Some of the influence, actually, the biggest influence I had was my dad. Unfortunately, I lost him in 2017. He passed away from cancer and stuff, but a little more story on the part when I was 19, when I left home. I actually stopped playing music. I didn't play in the band. I would pick up the guitar here and there to play, but never publicly or anything like that. So, and how the story kind of restarted was 20 some years later, actually, when COVID hit. One of my cousins from back home in the Barry's Bay areas, Barry's Bay, Ontario is my hometown. He suggested that I start playing some tunes online on Facebook and stuff like YouTube, posting on the YouTube and whatnot. And so I said, I'll give it a shot just to see how it goes. And right from the first video, it just, like the first weekend, it took off like wildfire. And then, people were obviously sitting at home with nothing to do during those first few months of COVID. And it was just like, it was like request after request after request. And I kept playing song after song after song. And I was doing a song a day is basically what I was trying to do, just to help everybody at home to get through that tough period, early period of COVID, and it has since then it's grown into actually back playing publicly. I've actually been hired to play a few jamborees the last few summers, and I've actually hired for some next summer as well. So, and that's playing with a professional band behind you, which is totally new to me. So it's kind of rekindled the fire of playing music again. My dad left me all his instruments, so like I said it a few times on a few different interviews. I just can't let them sit there and collect dust. So got to put some good use to them, and I pick and choose when I want to play. I don't want to play 7 days a week, and I don't want to play every weekend. I appreciate everybody that does call and ask, but I still have my life as well. I wasn't looking at becoming a full-time musician, just something part-time and here and there.
Okay. Well, what about some of the popular bands? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of popular bands that you grew up with that helped influence you as well.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up listening to George Jones, Merle Haggard, Ricky
Hmm.
Skaggs, Vince Gill. I always used to. I still joke about it because when I started singing lead in the band, it was right around that time when Garth Brooks came out, Clint Black came out, Travis Tritt. So I was more of those guys around my early or later teens, I guess, when they were coming out, and my dad was the old stuff. So, but it's so funny how it has evolved into now. I'm like enjoying the George. I did then, but I enjoy the George Jones, the Merle Haggard then. But now it's like, wow, we don't have artists like that anymore, and I enjoy keeping those guys alive and playing their stuff.
Mm. Yeah, those are some great, artists and bands too. Like you mentioned, Vince Gill and um, bands like that. They were really awesome. And so now I can see where you get your style from too. So after watching this video, we're going to be watching in just a couple minutes here.
Yeah.
People might want to download your music or follow you on social media or whatever. How can they do that? Is it on all streaming platforms? Can they buy physical CDs? Just let us know.
I haven't had the opportunity to record a CD yet. Most of my stuff that I do is on Facebook. I do upload the odd video to YouTube. I just majority of the folks that enjoy the music that I'm putting out, they're all on Facebook, and that's where most of the following is on Facebook. So my name, the way it's spelt, you can look me up and find me there.
Okay, so you should be on all streaming platforms then.
I'm I'm busy enough with one. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do all, however many there are.
All
I
right.
do actually. I have ventured over into TikTok as well, so I've actually had some really high numbers there. So it's pretty. I mean, from a guy coming from a small town, to have people from around the world tune in and listen to you whenever you're online, it's pretty amazing.
Okay, well, check him out on all those platforms, like the streaming platforms and social media, and I know he would really love you for that. And we're gonna watch this music video. I think the title is "All the Life I've Ever Had" or something like that. Go ahead and tell us the title of that.
It's all the love I've ever had.
Oh,
It's actually a hidden Hank Williams Hank Williams Senior song,
hmm.
and it was actually requested by a gentleman, one of my followers on Facebook, and he says, "I bet you've never heard this song," and I'm like, "You're right, I haven't." So I actually found it, and then this is somewhat of my version of it. So and the response was basically the same. I like. Everybody that listened said, "I've never heard that song before." So it had a good showing on online.
Okay. Well, it is a great song, and of course, anything Hank Sr. did was really great. When his son took after him, Hank Jr., he had some really awesome hits too. So he
Yes,
really
he did.
took after his dad, I guess. Um, so we're going to watch that in a second. But Cori, thank you so much for being on the show today. If you ever want to come back on the show, let me know. Maybe we'll have you back on sometime and you can plug something new for us.
Absolutely. I just want to give our buddy Wolf Milestone a big shout out for connecting us up, and And I'm actually going to see Wolf this coming weekend. I have a gig up back home, and his lead guitar player is playing with me, and I think Wolf might be coming with him as well. So
Okay.
hopefully see him this weekend.
Okay, yeah, he's been on my show at least once, if not twice. So he just like you, he's always welcome back. So hopefully he'll be back one of these days.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so let's go right to the video. All the Love I've Ever Had, a cover from Hank Sr. and sung by Cori Coulas, and it begins right now.
One time, you know, I loved you true. There was nothing I wouldn't do, but you've treated me so bad. You killed all the love I ever had. You leave me alone and run around. You were the talk of the town. It made you glad to see me sad. You killed all the love I ever had. No one knows the torture I went through, loving you and knowing you were untrue. It's over now, and I'm so glad you killed all the love I ever had. All these years I've sat alone and cried 1,000 times. My poor soul died. You treated me so bad. You killed all the love I ever had. You treated me so bad.